Hey everyone, it's Linslow by Choice. Thanks for choosing to hang out with me, and I'm happy you're here. I hope you're having a great day. Today, I will be giving you Sims 4 tips, and it will be in two categories. One is for build by, and then the other one is for gameplay. And these are the tips that I use whenever I'm playing in The Sims or building The Sims to basically just use everything the Sims 4 game has to offer, and also it just makes the experience of playing in the Sims 4 that much better. So I think it'll be great if we start out with build by objects. So let's get into it. Tip number one is to turn on your cheats. You have to use your cheats. This is the best thing to the Sims 4, or else you're going to be locked to the grid and it's going to be harder for you to place things freely. So let's turn on our cheats. These are the cheats that we need, and I'm gonna put them up here so you can see. But if you want a larger list, all you have to do is just, look it up on the internet, and there are thousands of websites that have Sims 4 cheats on them, and the list gets longer as more content gets produced for the game. So that's exciting. First things first, we have to open up our cheat box. And to do that on Windows, all you need to do is click the Shift, Control, and C. And then you'll get a little white box up here, and this is where you can put all of those cheats that I put there. So let's do that now. All you have to do is press down those same keys, the Shift, Control, C, and that will close out the cheat box. Now you can freely place windows everywhere, and there's no red box that kind of restricts where you can place things. And that leads us to our next tip number 2. Use our hotkeys. Those are very helpful when you're trying to get different angles, when you're trying to get different things done. And again, I will put a small list here of the ones that I use, but if you want a more complete list, just look it up on the internet. They're there. So everything in The Sims actually works by a grid system. And so whenever I click on a window and place it on the wall, it's going by that grid system. Same thing with all the objects. So a way to kind of ignore the grid is to click on Alt while you are dragging through, the Sims 4 world. So this is the movement when I'm not pressing Alt, but this is the movement when I am pressing Alt. You can see it's so much smoother, and it makes it easier when you're trying to place windows close together or you're trying to put objects close together. So I actually want to add another window to this. So let's go ahead and try that with the Alt key. So I'm just going to move this over, and I'm going to find this window again. And with my Alt key, I can place it really close together like that. Easy. And just like that, we have those very close together. And the same with objects. So I'll just place something here. Typically, you cannot put trash cans next to each other, like that close to each other. But now they can be as close as you want them to be. The next hotkey is for walls. So whenever I find a wallpaper that I like, and I don't necessarily want to go like this. Now, so the first one is that you can press Shift while your cursor is over the wall, and it'll click over the entire room, or you can press Alt and it'll just do that wall. I actually want this white in every wall, so let's go ahead and change that using the Shift key, and then you just click on it. The next two are actually for objects, and this one is to size something up or to size something down. So let's say I actually want to place this plant on the outside of the house, but I don't want it this size, I want it bigger. So what I'm going to do is click on this, place it to where I want it to be-ish. You click the right bracket to size up, left bracket to size down. And so I actually want it to be like this big. See? Cute. And then I want to add another one just so, and then I just rearrange it the way I want it. So the next one allows us to change our color swatches before we place it. So all you have to do is click on the object, put it in front of you, and then all you have to do is click the plus sign on the number pad, and it filters through the swatches for you. So I actually think I want to go with this one. So tip number 3, the tools that we get at the top of the screen here. So we have the hand selector, and then we have this eyedropper, the design tool, and then a sledgehammer, and then we have other options that we'll talk about in a bit. So I'm going to talk about the eyedropper one. This one allows you to copy an object that you have seen. All you have to do is click on the icon, click on the object that you want to copy, and then it allows you to just place it. So I actually want to place this one right here. And then that leads me to my next one. So this tool is for items that you've already placed and you want to change the swatch of after. So I actually want this to be more of a black and white kind of home. So we're going to change the swatch of these windows to be more of a black color. So all you have to do is click on the icon here, click on the item that you want to change the swatch of, and then find the swatch that you want. And I want this, I kind of want this one. And now I'm just going to go around the whole house and do that. There is that. This is a lot of windows. I just noticed that. That's a lot of windows. Now that we've done that, I do actually have to tell you the limitations, and I'm so sorry about that. You cannot use this tool on roofs, flooring, or fences, unfortunately. So you can't really do that, as you can see here. But you can use the eyedropper tool on those objects. So let's change all of those using the eyedropper tool. The first one is the roof. I actually want this to be a darker color. So let's go with black. Better already. And I kind of like the brown here. I kind of like it. Yeah, we're going to keep the brown on the fences. So I'm going to click on it, find out what it is, and I realize I don't want it. So let's change these out for this one. Now that we've done the outside, we can go inside and I can show you some more tips. We both see a C in this kitchen, and I don't think we want this one anymore. And we're going to change this kitchen by using tip number 4, our styled rooms. And I think this is a great addition because it works whenever you want to add creativity into your build without actually thinking hard about what goes with what pack goes with what, and things like that. So this works, and I'm going to show you exactly how we can use it. Okay, so in the bottom left corner, you actually have 4 tabs here. And you have to click on the first tab, which is in build mode. And then here, this is the screen that you get. You want to click this one. It looks like a little room and it's called styled rooms once you hover over it. So you want to click on that and then you can filter it through these tabs. And we want to go by kitchen. So you can click on it. And then you want to make sure you have enough money to get everything in the room, or you're not going to get everything in the room. So we have to sledgehammer and delete everything. So let's do that. Now you can click on which ones you want, and you can filter through the swatch colors, and that will give you a brief idea of like what that kitchen looks like and what you can do to place it. So let's say we found it, we want this one. Now we can either buy the room by clicking buy, and then we can just place it here like so, like that. And you can see you definitely have to work on the proportions a bit. So all you have to do is, you know, like delete the walls, delete the windows. And then you just have to add the flooring everywhere. So boom. Oh, and this. So that's exactly how you could do it. Then the other way is to actually just click on the item here, and then you can just place it. And you don't have to worry about having enough money to buy everything within that room. So let's actually just place this down. So I changed a few things, but the gist is there. That is tip number 4. Now that we have the kitchen done and what we can do is get things off the gallery, that is tip number 5. You can get an entire build off of the gallery, or you can get certain rooms off the gallery. And I'm going to show you how to get certain rooms off the gallery. So all you have to do is click on this icon. It's the gallery icon in the top right. You have to be connected to the internet, but once you're here, you click on gallery. Oh, wait. So it looks like the online services are actually off. So we're not going to do the dining room. We're actually going to do a bathroom because I have one up on the gallery right now. But the logic is still the same. So all you have to do is go to the gallery, find the bathroom that you want to download, click on it, and then you just have to click this place room, and you can see how big it is by certain tiles. So this is 3 tiles by 3 tiles, which is fine. All we have to do is place this room, and then after you place it, you just have to fix some things if it's not where it should be. So I do actually have to fix this. So I'm gonna close this wall off. And then I have to take this off. And there we go. Now we have a brand new bathroom without us having to put in all the brain power to create a stunning bathroom. What do you think? These are definitely not all of the tips that I use whenever I'm building, but these are the top 5 that I use, and they are the most helpful. So I hope this helps. Let's get into gameplay tips right now. Tip number 1 is not really like a tip. It's like if you need it, you can use it. And this is actually the lessons that we get. So whenever something new happens and you don't necessarily know what to do, there might be a lesson on The Sims 4 that the team has put together that you can use to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Let me show you. Up in the top right corner, you have all of these icons. All you have to do is click the one with the hand with the like question mark on it. All you have to do is hit that. So we're gonna click on it and it says Help Center, Emily here, how can I help? And you can click View Live Mode Lessons. And through here, you can click different things like how do I keep my Sims from unaliving? How do I get past aging and death? What are the different ages? How do relationship dynamics work in The Sims 4? Also, what it means to move out of, a different world. And as you can see, they have a lot of lessons here. So there's a lot that you can choose from, and I hope that helps. And tip number 2 is to focus on our Sims 4 needs. Hold on. I'm not saying that you're not doing it. But I know me, whenever I'm trying to reach a goal, I always forget about my Sims' needs. Let's say I want them to reach the top of their career. That means they're doing all the things at work. They're working hard during work. They are, doing everything they need to do outside of work to have a good performance. But then they just keep passing out right before, they get into bed or something. So let's try to focus on that. And a way that we can focus on it is keeping our needs panel open. At least that's what helps me. Whenever my Sims needs panel is open, that always gravitates to it because I'm like, do they need to eat? Do they need to sleep? And then I'm like, no, even though it's in red, they definitely need to eat. I'm just ignoring it, but it helps. And so I'm going to show you where that is. So in the bottom corner, there are all of these tabs here. And you just have to click on the one with the happy face with the arrow shooting up. So let's click on that. And I just leave that open unless I need to check on their work performance or something like that. But as soon as I'm done checking it, I go right back to this needs thing because it helps. And tip number 2A would be to hover over it. That way you can see exactly where you can get these needs fulfilled. So if I go over to hunger, they have the icons of the refrigerator, just the fork and knife and a stove. So you can click on those to fulfill your Sims needs. And the same with social, you can talk on the phone, you can troll on the forums, things like that. And just hovering over them is oh, okay, they definitely need to do this. Tip number 3 is the reward store. I always forget about this. I don't know why. It's so helpful, honestly. And that'll help with tip number 2 is focusing on our Sims needs. So you achieve more things for your Sims overall lifetime goal, like this one, or you achieve more things from the whims like these, then you get points that you can use in the reward store. And the reward store actually help your Sims life overall. It can help with your Sims needs and things like that. But I'm going to show you what exactly you can get from the reward store and how to get to it. So all you have to do is click on your Sims overall goal, and then you will see this panel right here. And that overall goal is this first tab on the bottom right. Then you'll see this panel and it has this button that says reward store. You just have to click on it and then here we are. So some of them are instant and then some of them actually impact your Sims life overall. So as you can see, there are these potions here and they're for instant gratification, or they work instantly. And then the other ones are lifelong, they can be a great storyteller, they can be a mentor, they're a morning person, so they can get a lot of things done in the morning. But also it impacts their traits. Some Sims are, more fertile, they're great kissers, things like that. And this is where it plays into your Sims needs. So as you can see here, they're hardly ever hungry. That means that their need for hunger will barely, irritate me when I'm trying to have them reach the top of their career or get to level 10 in a skill. Something similar to that. So as you can see by the prices though, the instant ones are definitely on the cheaper side when it comes to rewards points, like instant fun. And this actually just builds up your Sims fun to the max. And this is actually only 100 points. When we get to hardly ever hungry, they would need 4,000 rewards points to actually get that. So it does take some time to play, but also it's one of the goals that you can use when playing in The Sims 4. Now we are on to tip number 4, which is Make events. Events are so fun. They take a lot of time and stuff, but plan them out. And I actually like to plan them out using the calendar because you can schedule them in advance. Whenever you do it on the phone, it actually happens that day. And I'm like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Why am I having a baby shower at a bar? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like using the calendar to schedule any big events. The calendar is in the bottom left of the screen, closest to your Sims. So right here. So all you have to do is click on the day that you want to have that event. Now, events you can't really schedule more than 2 weeks ahead of time. So just 2 weeks is fine. So let's say we want to do it on Monday. So you click on the day and then you have this option over here. We want to add the event. And let's say it's going to be her birthday party. And then you click on the day. So we're going to add all of these things here. So we send out all the invitations and everything, and then you just have to click on the place of the event, and we're gonna say it's gonna be at a museum. And this is where I think I like it the most. You can set the event time. Let's say her birthday party is not gonna be at 8 a.m. We're gonna have it at 2 p.m. like a birthday party, not like a breakfast party. And then all you have to do is click done. And the birthday event is set for Monday. And those are all the tips that I use whenever I'm building or playing in The Sims 4. And I hope this helped. If you have tips that you use when you're building or playing in The Sims, please put them in the comments because I definitely want to know how I can play in the game better and also build better. And subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. That way you can be notified whenever I post new videos. Also, don't forget to like this video. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.